The U.S. Sinead is set to undergo a transactions to prevent else U.S. by the government shut, but the draft is anticipated to person opposition in the reduce camera. Sinead leaders of both of main parties announced a couple-year budgeting transactions a day up Fed financing rest of. The draft has indignant Republic financial hawks who complained it would conduct to a $1 TN, pound 717 BN, deficiency time. Democrats contrast it for not address migration. But Republic building orator Gender Ryan has told he believes it will undergo. I believe we will, Mr. Ryan said Wireless Army Hugh Hewitt. The is a bipartisan draft. He's departure to requirement bipartisan supporting. We are departure to supply our stake of supporting. Convention has to achieve a transactions up by the government financing rest out at stroke of midnight on Thursday, while a month conducting draft is set to elapse. Congresswoman Mark Water Meadows, president of the Prudent Building Liberty faction, has named the schedule site-popping and brow-raising. We took an formal stance recent overnight to say we can't supporting the, he said CNN on Thursday failed to achieve a conducting treaty led to a 3-day by the government shut recent monthly. White's Building Legal Sphere CEO Mark Brief told the PAC would growth conducting by fair timid of $300 BN, pound 216 BN. The Sinead draft, that has not yet been openly opened, according to reports increases defense conducting by $80 BN in the at first financial year and $85 BN in the other. Non-defense conducting, such as a program to ensure public health insurance coverage for family, would according to reports growth by $63 BN the year, and $68 BN following year. Mr. Schumer reasoned the budgeting consent would break down the length loop of conducting crisis phenomena. But a quantity of his comrade Democrats are frustrated how the draft does not address migration. The 77-year-old vowed to contrast any budgeting how does not involve protections for as-called dreamers, youthful migrant who introduced the U.S. unlawfully as family. Mr. Ryan on Thursday vowed given migration decision to the story since we wish to resolve the issue one day the building gone the budgeting draft. Prudent Republicans are up in weapon on the draft's aftermath for the U.S. Fed obligation. He's not love Republicans aren't worried on calamity ease, or Republicans aren't worried on financing society public health centers or behavior in the opiate meltdown, told Republic Congresswoman Warren Davidson. Yet while you add them all up, it adds to an terrible lot of conducting. He's not merciful to ruin America, he told in an interviewing in Domestic Social Wireless. Alabama Republic Mo Brooks duplicated the draft A obligation addicts vision. Time Liberty faction lead Jim Jordan told the treaty was a monster. Deficits are already designed to climb up since of the Trump card authorities' dollar tax intermittent, that were adopted by convention in December. White's Building Representative Sarah Sanders praised the Sinead draft, proverb, we're surely lucky in the way he's driving. Same budgeting transactions should be a budgeting transactions, she said a news story meeting, dismissing more Democratic demands how it involve a session on migration. Officials at the White's Building say the transactions would as well growth the obligation roof before March 2019.